called to the booth. Week 11. Our fantasy show. Man, shout out them NBA young boys in the NBA, man. Getting drafted today. Big day for them boys, man. I remember it like it was yesterday, Harrison. 2008.
What was the fit like?
With the 20th pick. I look, it's crazy how they got to do it from home right now, right? You know what I'm saying? For circumstances. I did mine from home too. You know what I'm saying? I was on the show Hey Rookie, so they had all the cameras and stuff at my sister's house. It was, you know, I had jeans and a tee on. I was crown holder. You know what I'm saying? It was name brand though. Tim's, crown holder, regular jeans and a tee, man. It was a good day though. I remember the vibe was a dope vibe early. Woke up in the morning. My daughter here now, she like, you know what I'm saying, running around the spot, right?
Yeah.
She 13 now. Look, draft day, she was 2 years old. I woke up, took her to the mall, got her clean, little fit. You know what I'm saying? I remember it like it was yesterday, Harrison.
Dope. Did you Did you know what was gonna happen, or you knew? Obviously, you knew some teams were interested, but were you pretty confident that the Bucks were gonna take you with that pick?
Well, Gruden said if you make it to number 20, that I'm taking you. You know what I'm saying? So he said that, but at the same time, the Ravens said if I make it to them, they taking me. So the Ravens came up, whoop, they traded their pick, traded back. Then they came up again, drafted Flacco. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe everybody told me that. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really know. I had a good idea. I knew I was the best corner in the draft for sure. But you know, Lieb had his red flags, and you know, I didn't really know I didn't know how it was gonna play out really. But I made it up. That number 20 pick came up. My phone rang. I seen that 813 area code. It was on.
Do you remember seeing anybody drafted before you where you're like, come on now, this is getting out of hand?
Yeah, I remember a whole bunch of them. I'm like, man, come on, bro. He ain't. I'm like,
you want to name drop?
I ain't even played D1. Yeah, I'm like, my dog, DRC, that's my dog now. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't know him then. I'm like, Rogers Camardi, bro, who is this? He ain't even saying, who is this dude, man? How he picked before me, man? Checked him out. And I mean, I knew about him because the draft.
The toughest part for them, unfortunately, is like they have the draft. And unlike most years, you get off season, you get a long. They're going to start playing ball in like 5 weeks.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it might be a good thing. I mean, it might be a bad thing. It might be a good thing for some of them. You know what I'm saying? Because some guys get that cash and they supposed to be hooping before camp and they spending that cash. They out chilling. You know what I'm saying? So it might be a good thing that they got to get right to it.
Yeah,
so
get right to work.
You'll see how that play out.
Yeah, speaking of which, might as well get right to work ourselves here. We're going to do our A-plus matchups. We're going to do our DFS lineups. But before we do that, we were talking about DBs. Why don't we just talk about secondaries in general? No-fly zone for week number 11. Let's do it. Drop the bomb. Boom, 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 boom. We'll go from the bottom up like we usually do. At number 5, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At number 4, the Indianapolis Colts. At number 3, the Baltimore Ravens. At number 2, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And making their first appearance at number 1. They've been in the top 5, but now at number 1, the Los Angeles Rams. Can you explain why they're number 1? And then I have some more questions for you as well.
And they hot right now, man. That young boy, Darius, that's my young boy, too. It's crazy because when you sit in the meeting room, right, you know what I'm saying, you meet with these dudes every day. You travel with them. You know what I'm saying? You become close to them guys in that room, right? Me, MP, AP, he the coach. You know what I'm saying? Pleasant, he the coach, Coach Pleasant. He the DB coach. We used to joke around, laugh, play around, man. Like, Darius different, bro. Like, where is you from, bro? You super fast. Like, look at your movement, fam. Like, we should just be playing around, really telling them, though, like, bro, you could really do this shit. Like, you cold, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just got to lock in, learn it, learn the game, man, a little bit, and look at him this year, bro. He going crazy. Darius Williams, man, shout out to that boy. He going ham this year, 4 picks. Then you got Ramsey, man. Ramsey come lock up DK, followed him around for the majority of the game, and took him away. You know what I'm saying? So you had Russ with 200 yards, 230, 240 yards, 2 picks. That's it, man. You had a day. It's hard to hold Russ to that, man. So them boys went out and balled out. They deserve the best. They deserve the number 1 spot this week.
Yeah, shout out to them for making us having to redo our graphics, because usually we just got 4 people in the secondary. But
Yeah,
they have
was on me.
5. So we gotta.
They was on it, right?
Yeah. So we gotta remix our whole graphics department just because of them. But shout out to them. You put in the work. We're gonna have to do some work on our end.
They definitely doing their thing
for sure. And you were up close last Sunday. So I assume once you got to really see the Washington football team in person, it made you drop them from number 5 to out the mix.
Well, I seen them in person, and I still like them, though, bro. They got a good secondary, but Kendall Fuller was just a little, did some out-of-the-ordinary things. He got beat 2 times. One time in cover 3, which was all the way his fault. One time it was a little zone blitz, like a inverted 2, where usually the corner is short, the safety is high. On this particular play, he had the deep half like he was the safety. He got over there a little bit late, and the touchdown gonna go on him. So, man, it's just 2 deep balls, man. You give up 2 bombs like that, you're probably not gonna be in the no-fly zone top 5 the next week. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's no-fly zone was the standard, baby. We was the standard. We ain't give up bombs like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the standard. You can't give up them bombs like that. No deep balls. Take the ball away. Make sure you straighten your pass defense rankings. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you up there in the interceptions. And that's how you get in the no-fly zone rank. So just too many deep balls. I still like Washington, just too many deep balls last week.
As a famous Atlanta rapper once said, grand opening, grand closing. Out the top 5 for now. Oh, speaking of which, before we get to the A+ matchups, who's winning that Verzuz? Gucci versus Jeezy. Who got it?
Man, that's tough. That's tough, man. That's 2 real OGs, solid dudes. But, man, I'm riding with Gucci Mane and Flora. You know what I'm saying? He the man around here. You know what I'm saying? Gotta ride with Gucci, baby.
Yeah.
I jumped on the porch of that Gucci.
Hey, I will say this, though. Thug Motivation 101 is still one of my top 5s.
Man, I'm telling you, Jeezy got something too now. I know all Jeezy music. I know all Gucci music.
Yeah.
But you got to pick a winner. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ride with Gucci.
The one thing about the Verzuz, all the people who are on there have fire songs. It really comes down to the DJ playing the right songs at the right time. That's really what it comes down to.
That's kind of up to them too, because they pick their playlist. They don't come in there and the DJ. They already had their playlist in order. You know what I'm saying? They know what's going on. So that's part of the battle. You know what I'm saying? Your presentation. It's not just your body of work. It's your presentation as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And your props and all that. You know what I'm saying? So,
you gotta do it right.
Gucci gonna come with it.
You gotta do it right.
You look at Gucci IG story. He gonna come with it.
Yeah, that should be
check his IG out. He gonna come with it.
That should be entertaining, and then that's right. I think that's right before Thursday Night Football, so it should be an entertaining Thursday. Let's get to our A+ matchups real quick. Before we do that, what's the rule?
You gotta follow, baby.
Big time matchup in the NFC South. Julio Jones, Marshon, Lattimore. One of the best wide receivers, one of the best DBs. They do this 2 times every year, at least when they're healthy. How do you think this one turns out this round?
I like Julio to get in the zone. I like him to get in the zone, man. Who at home? I think they either way they in the dome. It don't even matter. So Julio. I like Julio to get in the zone. I like him to perform. I like Julio to do his thing.
What is it about? So when Marshon Lattimore goes against Mike Evans, usually Marshon Lattimore wins that matchup. What makes you so confident? What is it about Julio Jones that's not Mike Evans that makes you feel like Julio Jones could be more successful than Mike Evans usually is?
I mean, it's really not even, it ain't about like what they can do. It's just about like timing, how they played last week. You know what I'm saying? How I feel like they're gonna play this week, and it ain't really got nothing to do with the person himself. You know what I'm saying? It's just the matchup. It's how they played last week. You know what I'm saying? How guys playing right now. Julio coming off that quiet day. Usually come off that quiet day. Matt Ryan want to feed him the ball and, you know what I'm saying, be extra with it. You know what I'm saying? So I just think he's going to be a little extra, a lot more targets, you know what I'm saying, and he's going to make sure he get the football.
I think a lot of people really appreciated the description of how you would have guarded DeAndre Hopkins on that jump ball from last weekend against the Buffalo Bills. You're playing Julio Jones this Sunday. Give me the 3 things that you're doing to shut him down.
First, I'm gonna be on that iPad. Number 1 priority. I'm gonna have a good idea when Julio line up at this spot. he like to do this. You know what I'm saying? So that's first and foremost. That's the most important thing. Next, I'm going to have my eyes right, man. If I'm in man coverage, I'm not trying to get no interceptions. I'm going to have my eyes on him because he got some of the best routes, and he'll break this way and 1, 2, 3. And as soon as you go to try to get an interception, look at that quarterback, he going to slam on them brakes and break back the other way. So great route runners make you have great eyes. So I'm going to make sure my eyes right. All week in practice, I'm going to be, come on, good eyes, good eyes, good eyes. I'm going to have it on my mind and put some extra emphasis on it throughout the week. And then number three, man, it ain't too much thing.
Hope that pass rush get there. Yeah. feed the D-line, man.
Yeah, exactly. Hope we get a good rush, man. Pray for a good rush the night before, man. Ain't too much you can do against Julio.
For sure. Actually, when I was watching Red Zone last week, I think he gave a neck crank to the actual cameraman because he shook somebody from the Denver Broncos out of the screen and caught that easy touchdown in the end zone. So I guess we'll see what happens. So speaking of the Broncos, Jerry Jeudy has had, before last week, he was really upticking, kind of down week last week when a lot of people expected him to play well against the Las Vegas Raiders. Now he has an opportunity. Now he's going to go against one of the better shutdown corners in the league, at least this season, Xavier Howard. How do you see this matchup turning out?
Yeah, I definitely see Xavier Howard getting that matchup just because, like you said, Jeudy been going ham. He had a little quiet week, but still, in that quiet week, he still had 8, 9 targets. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to get him the football, and he the best receiver on the team. Xavier Howard been guarding the best receiver on the team. So, man, I like him to have that matchup. But I like Xavier Howard to do his thing, man. It's a backup quarterback. No Drew Lock in there. It's going to be a backup quarterback. So I like that to just boost Xavier Howard's confidence, man. They playing well anyway, so I like it to be a nice week for Xavier Howard, man. Stay away from Jeudy.
So you're not. So if he's on your fantasy team, you're sitting him, Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, stay away from Jeudy this week, man. Stay away from him. Miami got something in that secondary.
All right, so you guys got the details. Sit Jerry Jeudy, and obviously you're always playing Julio Jones, but maybe he could help you win a tournament or two because people are going to shy away from him because of the Marshon Lattimore shadow coverage. A lot of people are going to go with Calvin Ridley. And actually, I think that's what we'll do, too, when we do our DFS lineups. We'll come right back with that. With Call to the Booth. We'll be right back.